I can't lie. You in my short. What is up, beautiful people? I'm back with another video. So today we're doing a full puff style, and obviously as you can see right now my hair is a bit dry. It looks dry but it needs a little bit of moisture. But right now I'm going to be undoing my flat twists from Lord knows when. And as you can see, like, I love listening to music in the background. So yeah, look, check out my hair, y'all. You know how it is. It's poofy AF. Look at that. It looks so moisturized, you guys. But you know, when it comes to my hair, shrinkage is real. It's a vibe. I will need to moisturize this hair like crazy. So right now I'm going to section out the hair. So I'm using the same section as I did prior with my flat twists, but I'm just going to neaten it up a bit because you know how hair grows. And I'm going to be moisturizing the hair. As you know, we start off with water, little spritz here and there. You know how it is. So just plain water, it doesn't have to be fancy. I'm going to use my True Intense Leave-In Conditioner from Clicks, just a little dollop, and then you're going to put it on the hair. As you can see, I'm starting the back section because my arms get really tired because there's a lot of hair. Then I'm going to follow that with Aunt Jackie's Balance grapeseed and avocado oil because, you know, we need that oil. We're going to use the Repair and Grow from True. It's shea butter. It's a moisturizing butter. Hair needs to be moisturized, you guys, all the time. And now I'm detangling my hair. Again, starting from the roots to the tips. You know how it is because your hair is drier at the tips as compared to the roots. And if you just start combing from roots out, you are going to experience a lot of hair loss, and trust me, we don't do that here. So yeah, guys, this is optional. This is optional. This is where you can start off doing your styles. If you want to go for a cornrow vibe or a flat twist going down, add some beads, you want to be that mogel, you are more than welcome to do so. But I did this as an optional thing. If you want to learn how to plait and or cornrow and or please do comment below, and then I'll do a young video on how to cornrow hair with fiber. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of practice, and practice makes perfect. So right now I'm just going to section out this hair and basically get the cornrow ready. So after sectioning out the cornrow pieces, I'm going to be sectioning out the back, basically doing the 4 squares because I needed to be neat. And I mean, I can't see at the back, but I try, guys. I try my best to make sure. Just check it out. Noko, it's a straight line. At least it's a straight line. Don't be that girl. So I'm gonna make you guys laugh. So now I'm going ahead with my La Vida molding gel. Packaging is a bit off, just saying, because I mean I've been using that gel. And I'm going to put some gel on, brush it off smooth like, and then I'm going to put these tie things. I don't know what they call it. They're rubber bands. They're not really rubber bands, but they're kind of like natural hair, you know, friendly. And you can get them at any hair store and or happy store and or dealer store. So as you can see, I've put in the gel. A lot of you might be like, oh my goodness, it's a lot of gel. Yeah, but at least I can wash off product. I don't have to stress about, you know, all those things. So again, this is optional. I struggled with this because I mean I've got nails and it was like a struggle, but I managed to get through it. So this is optional. You just have to like cornrow your hair flat if you want to, or you can ask someone to do it for you. Maybe you have someone who can cornrow at home, but guys, practice makes perfect. I mean, I didn't learn how to cornrow overnight. I practiced and I literally just sat down and practiced. So again, if you want a video, hit me up in the comments and I'll teach you how to do this cornrow. So right now I'm going to be moisturizing the front of the hair. I like to do this in pieces and not moisturize the full head of hair, but if you want to moisturize the full head of hair, you're more than welcome to do so. But it's just that I work better like this because I know when I'm done with the back I can always move forward. So I'm just moisturized again, water, my oil, and my butter, my shea butter from AfriTrue, and I detangled from root to tip. I added my molding gel to the mix just on the edges, as the parameters of the hair of that corner, and then I'm going to brush it out with a soft brush because you want all that product to like sink in and kind of like mold the hair the way you want to. And the front is very important because your edges need to be laid nicely, you guys. Then I'm going to tie it up with the band, and I'm basically done with sectioning my hair. Beautiful, beautiful, isn't it? Look at them lines. But obviously now I was feeling really ambitious at this point. Now I was like, you know what, let's go for another braid. Why not? Let's make it look cool. Like, why not, you know? So like, I think I'm getting good at this cornrow thing. I mean, I was a bit skeptical, you know, with nails. So right now it's the next day. Your girl went to bed like really early and she was like, I can't do this no more. But then I put on my durag, but before that I actually blew out my braids so that they could actually be straight, cut off the excess, and now my braids are good to go. So I'm using this Rastafari like hair, which is also crochet hair. I really like it for its natural vibes, especially the tips, because it's very like dreadlocky and it holds nicer, especially if you want to do like a puff. So I really recommend this type of hair. I honestly don't know what it's called, but listen, just go to any hair shop and just be like, listen, I want the crochet braiding that looks like dreadlocks, the soft one, and you got it. And I'm telling you, my people gave me the right one. So this thing literally comes in strands. I cut half of it and I put beads on it, so it's pre-done, because I tried putting on the hair without the beads and it was a mission. So let's first see how this hair looks before I go and do it. Go praying, hallelujah. Oh, look at that. My hair is so flat. But yeah, but it looks good, eh? I could actually rock this, but then the back apparently, like, you know, it came loose. I think I tied it too tight, or it's the way I slept. So I'm just gonna take that off and grab a new band, comb it out. I didn't have to like put gel because it's already nice and flattened. So I just need to tie my hair up again, and yeah, then I'm back in the game. So again, at my store I got some gold gold string and some beads at the same store, because you know that's how I roll. I want to look cute, and I tied a headband on the hair in the middle to secure it so that I can actually tie it over the pom-pom twice. You tie it twice, hey, or how far that band can go, because these are really small bands. They are all cotton. There's no silver thing holding it, so there's less breakage. So I'm going to do this on both sides to secure the hair, and then I'll ravel it and pin it down as a quick method. Guys, doing this was a mission, trying to show you guys how to do this. Look at that. A joke, my darling. So yeah, so I don't know how to explain it, but you just put the band underneath the thing, you just flip it around, and you know, you'll get it. It's very easy. It's not rocket science that much. So it's just getting the headband over and tying it, you know, so you can tie it to your hair. That's literally the trick. There's no trick really, but it's not a chat. So the reason I'm not twisting the hair as I apply it, I want to see which side I twist it on first, because you want the hair and the puffs to look similar. So right now I'm twisting anti-clockwise, you know, and I'm raveling it around. I'm trying to cover the hair while I'm doing it. So it takes a lot of practice, but once you've got that puff, secure it, honey, secure it with a bobby pin, and you know that you're good to go. So on the other side I'm doing the same thing, but this time I'm going clockwise because I need it to look symmetrical, so it's gonna look cool. Ladies, don't be afraid to pin the life down off of these puffs, because you don't want to be walking in the streets and then your hair is also flying. We don't want that. We do not want that. For the front portion of the hair, I used the smaller cuts, because I did cut the pieces in half. So the reason why I did this, because the front portion of the hair doesn't have to be too big, but the back portion should have, because I didn't have a lot of hair in the front as compared to the back portion, if that makes sense, especially with the sectioning out. So right now I'm trying to locate where the beads are, so the beads do show when I rotate the hair around the ponytail. If your hair is a bit too long, your natural hair, don't be afraid to half tie it, in a sense where your hair is not fully exposed, but you kind of, you halved it. And as you can see, I even took out a piece of the extension, so I can actually see the beading. So don't be afraid to do that, because this hair really, it works wonders. It's wonderful, trust and believe. So I'm going to do this on one side, get it done, and I'm going to do it on the other side and pin it down nicely. So at this moment, this is when your girl realized I need more bobby pins. I think I used about like 20 bobby pins in total, but like if you're like me and you need something to be secure, you're probably going to use about 15 to 20. But if you're not like me and you're very good at bobby pinning stuff down, trust me, you'll probably use 10. Look at this. Ain't I cute, guys? Ain't I cute? Look at that. Gorgeous, darling, isn't it? And what I love about this hair as well, it looks so natural. So it looks like my hair, but it does not necessarily feel like my hair texture, because I feel like that hair is much softer than my natural hair. So now I'm going to start making it look cute by adding some beads on the optional part of the hair, which was the cornrows. And then I'm going to add my gold string at the top of the hair, just to add a little bit of vavavoom. This hairstyle I thoroughly enjoy doing. I won't lie to you guys, I had fun. Look at me, just like you're pulling beads in the mist. Said it was difficult having nails and opening certain things, so I had to ask my assistant, who's Pesh, to open the gold thingies for me. My expressions are everything, because like this was funny AF. So with the gold string, I only used one, and I was like, let me be creative. Let me just ravel around the pom-poms, create a young style at the base, do something cool and funny and funky, man, something where it's creative as well. So this is what I did. I have no formula to how I did this. I just raveled and raveled, connected the two because I didn't want excess string, and it actually helped. The string actually helped with securing the pom-poms even further, because it got tangled within. So it acted like a ponytail, like a hair tie actually to the ponytail. So I thought that was cool. There were pieces that stuck out, so I just bobby pinned them down, so it assisted with securing the hair even more. That's what I'm saying. Like I used about 20 pins on my head alone, because you know how it is with natural hair. And that's the look, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Love you loads.